Virginia Supportive Housing's mission is to provide permanent supportive housing to people who are experiencing chronic homelessness. We do this with 3 pillars: real estate development, so we build and create new housing, we manage that housing with property management, and we provide supportive services to people who are living in our apartments.
At VSH, we operate using the Housing First model, which prioritizes access to housing without restrictions such as sobriety or minimum income requirements. This is an evidence-based, low-barrier approach to homeless services built on the belief that housing isn't something to be earned, but something that every person has a right to.
Permanent supportive housing combines affordable housing and individualized supportive services that develop independent living skills and build mental and social wellness. This person-centered approach is holistic and proven to work. 96% of our residents and program participants remain in stable, permanent housing.
Developing permanent supportive housing is one of the ways VSH meets the mission of ending homelessness. Our real estate development team creates affordable housing through either new construction or the adaptive reuse of existing buildings into apartments for people experiencing homelessness.
The real estate development process is long, but intentional. It can take up to 5 years from project initiation to completion. Much of that time is spent securing many diverse funding sources, including federal, state, and local public and private funds.
It also takes considerable time to identify a viable site. 2 main considerations in choosing a site for permanent supportive housing are affordability and accessibility. Affordability shapes our ability to purchase and transform the property or site within the project budget. Accessibility shapes the future resident experience, such as access to resources like public transportation, which links them to the larger community.
Many of VSH's current properties involved the adaptive reuse of an existing building into units of permanent supportive housing. In a previous life, VSH buildings were nursing homes, motels, even a skating rink, bottling factory, and an historic brewery. Another key step is designing a property that smoothly integrates into the surrounding neighborhood and community. For example, South Bay Apartments in Portsmouth was designed to mirror the architecture of the surrounding Hope 6 neighborhood.
VSH also prioritizes designing and constructing energy-efficient buildings with environmentally friendly features, such as solar photovoltaic panels. Additionally, each VSH property since 2010 has been Earthcraft certified for resource and energy efficiency. Not only is this more responsible, but it makes good financial sense because it reduces the operating costs of the building in the long term. Once construction is completed, which can take up to 15 months, we're ready to turn over the building to our property management team to lease up the units to low-income individuals and individuals experiencing homelessness. VSH will continue to own and manage the property for a minimum of 15 years.
We also maintain an ongoing commitment to evolve our buildings in alignment with current PSH best practices. For example, in 1992, we opened New Clay House, which consisted of 47 single resident occupancy style units with shared bathrooms, kitchens, and community living spaces. Over time, our model evolved to create spaces for both increased independence and community engagement.
In 2019, New Clay House was renovated and expanded to create 80 studio apartments with full private bathrooms and kitchenettes, as well as additional resident amenity spaces, allowing us to serve more individuals while also improving the resident experience.
Virginia Supportive Housing has been a pioneer in building permanent supportive housing in Virginia for over 30 years. Our first building in each of the regions we serve, New Clay House in Richmond, Gosnold Apartments in Norfolk, and The Crossings in Charlottesville, were the first of their kind in each region. Permanent supportive housing is evidence-based, it's a recognized best practice, and most importantly, it works.
Year over year, 96% or more of residents and program participants remain stably housed and do not return to homelessness.
More than 50% of our individuals see an increase in income as compared to program entry through connection to benefits or employment.
The average increase in monthly income per participant compared to move-in income is over $200 a month.
By providing stable housing and the tools to foster long-term stability, recovery, and independence, Virginia Supportive Housing is helping people reclaim their lives on their own terms.